Hello guys. So what we're going to be doing today is a basic Instagram audit of a few of our members in the inner circle. Look, reason why we would do this is just to get one or two tips from each account, okay, that we can do to improve on Instagram. Look, you can get really, really amazing results from your Instagram profile. I know personally, I've been able to get 15 sales consults booked from my Instagram on average, which has really, really changed my life. But also, we have members who are absolutely crushing it off their Instagram. They're getting really, really consistent bookings. They're increasing their authority and their reach from their accounts. And what we want to do here today is just make everything a little bit more simple and give you guys a really clear framework of what you can do to get a little bit better results. We're going to be looking at four things mainly. Okay, clear profile picture, really clearly explain who we help, making sure we have a simple call to action, and also having a look over a little bit of content. I'm going to share with you guys a couple of accounts that do things really, really well initially, and then we're going to break down some of the inner circle members. So I'm going to share my screen and we can dive straight into it. Okay, so first of all, when we're just having a look, okay, so obviously we have evidence-based training. So this company does over $1 million every single month. Okay, so you'll see in here, okay, very, very clear profile picture. Okay, and it's also really, really clear with who they help. Okay, so lose fat with EBT. Now you're also in here, seeing here, they're consistently posting. So obviously you have story views and things like that. Okay, also in their pin post, okay, which is really, really important. You'll see in their pin post, they've got two amazing results that people have achieved. And then also as well, let's have a look at the other pin post that we do have over in here. Let's have a look at this one. The first post.
You've been doing fuck all lately. I can see.
So he's got that. So nice post in there, but you'll see these ones as results. So this is really cool. It's got her result, and then it's got the average day that someone is eating. So look, obviously, they're showing that you can eat really nice foods and get the results that you want. And that is the same style in there. So look, that is something that you guys could definitely do. And I think that's really, really cool to be able to add on. Okay, then we've got our friend Patrick Hong. So he actually has a training in the inner circle on how he grew to over 800,000 followers. So again, you'll just see in the last 24 hours in his stories, posting really consistently, video-based education. Then he's moving in there to a interview style. Then in there, number one secret to success. So value add, client win with results in there. Okay, showing social proof, and then a overview of how he helps people get results. So when you're looking at your stories, guys, you're looking for education, connection, and social proof is a really, really good framework to follow. And obviously, Pat does that really, really well. If we have a look at his profile, okay, really, really clear with what he helps people achieve. And then he's got really amazing social proof. So lose 25 libs without giving up carbs. I've helped for 249 career-driven women use 25 pounds. So what he's doing is he's got the promise in there. And then also as well, he's repeating that promise with success. And then he's got to work with me one-on-one. Okay, then we've got Maddie. Okay, so Maddie does really, really well with her Instagram. So she actually does about $16,000 a week from her business, which is absolutely incredible. And she's got pretty much most of her sales from Instagram. So we have a look in here, you see common, flows. So in here, she's in her stories, she's using user-generated content. So that's her members posting in there, which is great. Another piece of user-generated content from one of her members. Okay, in here, a little bit of client posting, user-generated content, and user-generated content. So what that is she's coached her clients to be able to post and tag her right within their post, and that gets a lot of reach to their network, but also a lot of reach for Maddie to be able to share content. You're seeing here very, very clear with who she helps. Glute coach, transformation, 1,000 plus. Okay, and then she's got the call to action. Very, very, very clear, okay, profile picture. And if we quickly have a look at her pin post, so she's got about me in there, and it obviously just looks really, really, really amazing with her level of quality. She's got her services and her inclusions in there. Okay. And then also as well, she's got the results. Okay. So if we have a look at Maddie's profile, everything is in alignment. You'll see same color scheme in there, right? Then you'll see this looks great, about me, services, inclusions, and results, and they're all pinned posts. So her profile setup is absolutely incredible. And you'll see in there, she's got just under 6,000 followers, which is amazing. But more so, like better than having followers, guys, in my opinion, is the amount of money that you make off your Instagram. And she's just doing incredibly well with that. Okay, then you've got a gym chocolate box. Okay, so they're based near me. They do well over 7 figures every single year. You'll see they've got their social proof, right, of how long they have been open. Okay, and they're explaining that they've got 2 world-class facilities and 1 epic community. You'll see in here everything's branded really nicely in their highlights. Okay, if we go to their stories, you're seeing everyone's just posting every single day. They've shared a post right from their feed to be able to drive more engagement to that post. Okay, user generated content in here. It's letting people know they've sent an email about a promotion. User generated content, their members posting, right? And this is something they have actually coached people to do. And they're having a mix of sharing posts. So what you guys need to do is when you're having a look at people's stories is actually guys break down what they're posting and why, right? And start to see. So this is a behind the scenes post of like a workout that they're doing. And the same in here, they're starting to share the workout that they're doing tomorrow. I'm making this post, this video on a Friday. So they're sharing what they're doing this Saturday. And then when you go through a business, you always want to have a look at what they're doing in their pin post in here, because there's always a reason for it. Okay. So in the pin post in here, right? They're sharing like an educational kind of post within there. Then also as well, they have a community-based post, like a really, really cool video that they've done. You'll see, guys, a quality on Instagram of our videos and stuff is really, really, really important. Okay. And you'll see a nice flow in there. So, guys, that's some people that are doing it really, really well. Okay. So let's have a look at a couple of posts over in here. Okay. So when we have a look at this one, so F45 Rangarata gym, profile picture really clear, posting in stories, which is great. Let's have a look at this. So this is a behind the scenes post, okay, in there of a session, which is really, really great. You'd want to see maybe a little bit more social proof within there as they kind of post, really, really, a lot more during the day. Okay, so in here, 28 days free, results guaranteed, supportive community team training. So look, in here, I would just really talk about what results that you help people achieve. I know in my gyms is when we kind of started, we initially focused on helping everyone. When we really nailed down helping people lose 5 kilos or more through education and training, it made an absolute massive difference. Okay, and you're seeing here initially, I'll definitely start to utilize the pin posts a little bit more. Okay, you can reference like over in there. I think Maddie had a great one from Bodies by Maddie, had her services, a little bit more about her and the results. So those would be a couple of things that we can work on. But also as well in this link tree, I'm not a huge fan of link tree because see how it's got in here, it starts to confuse people a little bit on what they do. So I would get rid of this 10 pack. I would get rid of this suspension form. People can just like email you or ask you about that. And then in here, I would really, really focus, right, on getting rid of this referral in there. I would just have the offer. So you want that to align. So in here, it's like 28 days free, TNCs. So in there, I would get rid of this link tree and I'll just have a link where they can register interest for 28 days free. And you'd have a call to action. So it's like get 28 days free using the link below. Okay. And those things will make a really big difference to this profile. Okay, over in here, okay, we've got a really nice profile picture, which is great. Posting in stories, which is awesome. Okay, being nice and consistent. We'll be able to pick up some other things from the stories. Okay, transforming. So I find this just a little bit hard to read. Okay, so transforming, empowering menopause, vibrant. So in there, I think you can break that down to be a few different sentences. Empowering. Okay, so in here, what I would do is start to get really clear with who you help, and then more talk about social proof rather than what you've done yourself with all your amazing skills that you kind of have learned and things like that. Now I think just optimizing that will make a really big difference. And then also we want our call to actions to be really clear. So book your free Zoom consult, podcast, YouTube. Okay, if we keep that nice and simple, if you want to get more sales, say what I reference on curls, like get access to our free 28-day challenge, and then just have one form, because we want to optimize our social media to be able to get sales. And this kind of stuff in here with your podcast and YouTube, you're able to post stories about that. And then off the back of those stories, what you can do is have links, and you could even make a highlight of like our YouTube channel. And every time you post a story, you can save that. So if you go over in here, that she's already done it on the podcast, is you can have links to like each episode within there. Okay. As you kind of utilize that, which will just clear everything up a lot on this profile. Okay. Over in here, Janelle. Okay, awesome. So I help newbies lose kilos of body fat toning up. Amazing. Okay, so we want to post a story. It's been 24 hours. I love that pic, Janelle, but I'd probably just have a little bit of a clearer picture of you potentially. But I think that overall is like not too bad. If we have a look over the link tree again, okay, so remember, if we ask people to do 2, 4, 6 things, they do none. So we want to optimize the profile for whatever offer that you want. Okay, and then in that, you can get rid of the link tree as such and just have a link to like a landing page or something like that. So if we go over in here, I'll kind of show you like my profile, which we've optimized a fair bit to get sales. So if you have a look in here, right? So I help gym owners and online coaches grow fast, 27 million in sales. So that's like a social proof, a little bit about me, free trial to get started. And then people are able to click on that link, to be able to, get started. It goes to a nice landing page, okay, that we've spent like a lot of time on. Okay. So those will be a couple of things for you, Janelle, in here. And also look within these highlights. If we go back to Maddie, so see how that like it doesn't look very nice, guys, with the way the profile looks. I think we can get that to look a lot better. When if you look in comparison to here, so you want to think of your Instagram profile, guys, as a landing page. So you see in here, you can tell Maddie's business is really, really, really professional. Okay. And that's just from the little extra effort with the cover photos and things like that. And remember, you're always able to kind of have a look on social media about how to do cover photos and things like that. So JFit, we just want to make sure we get some stories posted. Okay, better fitness after 40, individual personalized habit building. So in here, mate, I'm not actually super clear on what you help people achieve in here. So we want to get it like a clear action. So, for example, I help people over 40 lose weight, get fitter, and reach their peak performance. And then in here, you're more talking about what they get. So I'd be like working with hundreds of locals currently to reach their goals. And then you'll have like DM the word train. And then in here with the double link, again, it gets a little bit confusing. So you just want to have one call to action with where you're sending people. Okay. And down in here, I love that you've done the InBody. I would definitely add one of client results in there, which I think will just really help with your profile. And in here, this overall looks great. So there's a couple of things that we can do there. Okay, Igor, mate, love this. It's just not super clear with who you help. So it's like certified personal trainer. People don't care about that. They just care about the results they get. So we want to run through the framework in here of who you help and then have social proof call to action. Okay, so if we go over here to Pat, okay, just for reference, right, we've got who we help, social proof, okay, is a really, really good framework to look at. Posting in your stories, which is great, got nice profile picture. In here as well, I would utilize some nice highlighted, so pinned posts in there or highlighted posts at the top whilst we can do that. And then if we go over to this link, okay, sending over to the website, which is awesome. Okay, so generally, if wherever you want people to opt in for, you just want to send them to that and make sure it's to the product that you want to sell the most. So, if it's these protein bars, great. If it's for someone wanting to train with you, just make sure that you do that. Okay, Sean in here, great profile picture, very clear. Definitely use some pin posts in here, my brother, just to make it a bit clearer, for sure. With a few things you want people to get to know about with you. Let me help you achieve your fitness goals more confident and live a healthy lifestyle. Mate, I think that's a little bit vague. You can probably tidy that up a bit. Like, what is their fitness goals? Okay. So be really, really, really specific. Okay. Even if it's just an outcome, it's like, I help people drop, 10 kilos in 10 weeks or whatever it is. Just try not to do vague stuff of like live a healthy lifestyle more confident. I think we can sharpen that up a lot, my friend. Then we've got the double link in here as well. So I would just pick one of them. Okay. If it's you want people to apply for one-on-one coaching, just have that. And let's be consistent and posting in the stories each day. Okay, Christian, mate, love the profile picture. You're posting in your stories, which is awesome. Little bit of behind the scenes training stuff, which is great. Okay, behind the scenes. So I would add in, try to do every day, guys. Behind the scenes, get to know you, add a little bit of social proof as well. Is absolutely incredible. And you can have call to actions in that. Mate, love the way that this looks. Okay, love this. I've worked with 200. Love that you've got online. DM me train. I'll definitely add a link in here for people to inquire to train with you. Okay, I help people move, look, and feel better. So not too bad, but again, like I think the result, like if we go back to Pat's, where it's like I help people lose 25 pounds, is like it's really clear with who he helps. When this kind of stuff, I understand because I'm in fitness, but the average person doesn't understand what that means because it is so broad. Okay, pin posts are all good. Look, I'd look to add a few cover photos to that just to really, really tidy up. And you've got good color schemes. Would just be a couple of things we can do on that account initially. Say, Timmy, welcome to the show. Let's have a look. So, gym owner, that's all good. Perfect. So, I have a busy mum in their 40s, get results. Incredible. Let's chat. Let's have a look. Straight to a link. Bang. Very, very good. Love in here the way that your profile looks. Okay, look in here. So she's even using the notes in here. Amazing. Black Friday specials. Incredible, which you guys can do. PM for deets. Sharing a training. Amazing. Love it. Love, 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 love it. All doing really, really well in here. Okay, reviews. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of a quick content audit just of what to do more of, what to do less of. So what we're looking for in the content, 80% of what works, 20% of testing. So you'll see certain content styles in here. Anything getting over 1,000 views, even these ones in here, you want to do a lot more of those within your content and then start to test different and new styles as well. So let's go to the gym. We help locals. Awesome. I'll just probably in there add in like where like local. So SoCal local. Sorry, I didn't read that properly. So that's awesome. Give us 12 weeks. Damn to get 12 days, 12 days 3. Let's see if this aligns. Perfect. Amazing. Very good. Stories. Love the effort that you put into the branding. That is absolutely incredible. We've got their pinned post, and then for your content, you'll just be running through the same flow. Okay, so you're seeing here, you definitely have a few outliers of content. So then you want to do more of that, okay, and less of the content that's not getting as much reach. Okay, want to get some Steve in here, want to get some story posts every day. I help people. Okay, awesome. So you don't have a direct call to action within there of what you want them to do next. Okay, so if you want them to DM you, or I think a little bit better than the Facebook profile would be sending them to some type of opt-in or capture form within there. And then we probably just want to tidy up this initial bit so we can reference the ones that Maddie did previously as something that I believe will be very, 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 very smart for everyone to do. We have a look at the amazing Beck. I help chicks and IBS. Very clear results. Awesome. Let's have a look in here. See if this loads up. I think it's going to another link. Let's see. I'll let that have some time to load. Clients results work with me. That all looks amazing. So seeing here, guys, she's putting a lot of effort right into the branding. And this really matters. Like if we have a look, she's got a nice profile pic. Everything looks great. Like this looks really professional. Okay. You want to come across as a professional business. People do judge us by our social media. Okay. Awesome. Sharing stories. Okay. This timed out, Beck. I apologize. Just make sure you have a link. You only want them to do one thing. Okay. Lock in here. Okay, so a little bit of a small thing. I'm not a huge fan of targeting busy people, guys, just because busy people, they always have the excuse of fucking being busy, but we can talk about that at a later date together. 30 plus clients, awesome, no BS approach. So just have them in here. I would recommend just one link. Mate, on TikTok, it's its own native place. So get rid of that TikTok and just have a place where they can inquire to work with you. Let's post a story, at least one story every single day, guys, when we're marketing. Profile in here looks really good in terms of that. So let's just work on those top bits up in there. And then I'll just have a think about this like busy people, okay? In here, legacy project. Okay, so LJ, want to get a few story posts. So in here, it's not super clear with what you help. I know you have like a program. So, I take teenage boys into confident, resilient, and strong men with a purpose within 6 weeks, changed my own life and helped hundreds of teenage boys change theirs. DM me to learn more and you'll have a link off the back of it. And that will make a really big change. And I think in here, a little thing on this profile pic, it's a bit far back. So what I'll do is like zoom it in a little bit so we can see, your face and things like that. And then reference the highlighted post. Okay. I love the way that it looks, but I think we can do a little bit of work in there. Jay, mate, fat loss made simple, become a leader of athletic, hundreds of results. Awesome. Let's have a look in here, sending off to a link. Great. Book a call. Okay, what you want to do here, Jay, is where you have book a call, you want it to be a pop-up where you get someone's name, email, phone number, and then they can go to book a call. So if I just show you on this, like it's not referenced, but I'll just bring up my site really quickly. So in here, right, this is a pop-up. You get their name, email, phone number, then they go to the book a call page. So then that way, guys, is if I don't book a call in here, right, you have my details to follow up. Okay. And that's really important on websites, landing pages. Love the profile pic, posting stories, which is great. So doing that, my friend, will really help the conversions off that page massively. Okay. We got Pete. I help combat athletes. Awesome. Really clear. Amazing. Really clear. Let's have a look in here. Awesome. One opt-in. Okay, posting stories. Okay, what I'd like to see in here, client testimonial, awesome, client testimonial. Okay, so we'll go down. So this all looks really good, mate. You're doing really well. And then we'll focus on the content over the next month. So, within here, what you're always looking for is the content, okay, that really moves the needle forward. And so what I'd look to be doing is look in your kind of posts, like you haven't done too many posts. So look, I'd look to really like level up that posting. If you post like 3 times a week, that's 12 posts a month. If you've had this account, when we started, if we go down in here 84 weeks ago. So look, if you did like 1 post a week, that would be up to 84 and your reach is really good in here with these reels. Okay. And so like literally like saying here what you've done 4, 16, 20, 24 posts. So you would have reached 4 times as many people by just posting once a week. Look, if you went to posting twice a week, like think about how many more people you would have reached, how much better you would have got with your content, how many more followers you would have got. So look, I'll just really focus on leveling up that content and just being a little bit more consistent within that one. I think you'll make a massive change. So guys, that is everything for today. I hope you picked up a couple of things about Instagram, just a few really quick tips what we'll do in our next training next month is we'll actually do content audits on everyone. So look, I hope that helped. Let's make sure that we take notes on what we learned from each account, focus on being that little bit better. And I have absolutely no doubt that everyone will improve their Instagram game to be able to get more followers, more sales, and most importantly, get rewarded for the time that you are spending on this platform to be able to get better results for yourself and also your business.